The important point to get across about EMIR recertification is it's really for something for the CCPs to be concerned about rather than their users. Hopefully it should be a fairly transparent and indivisible process. The reason why CCPs like ourselves have to apply for reauthorisation is that the EMIR regulation has brought in lots of new, quite prescriptive rules that we and all other CCPs have to respect. And the authorities have to satisfy themselves that we are actually, in practice, abiding by those rules. In order to do that, they have to set up a college of regulators, and all of the relevant regulators in Europe have to be content that we are really operating as safely as the EMIR regulation requires. So in this reauthorisation process, so what do we think the regulators are going to be particularly interested in? One is margin calculation, another is segregation and portability, and the other is transparency. The way in which a CCP calculates margins, of course, is the most fundamental aspect of its risk management, and it's vital that that's done correctly. In terms of segregation and portability, for the first time, CCPs are going to be obliged to offer individual client accounts for any of the members' clients who seek it, and not just in relation to OTC derivatives, but to any asset class. That includes cash equities, repos, futures, anything a CCP is clearing. And last but not least, transparency. CCPs are going to have to be transparent, not just about the costs, but the risks of using their services. What is the legal basis? How do they calculate margins and other matters? This is important for the user of the CCP to understand what risks they're running and also how to compare one CCP service with another. An important point for firms operating on a global basis is that a European firm can only be a member of a European CCP that's been recertified in the way described, or a foreign CCP that's been recognised by ESMA. The recognition process of a foreign CCP is very similar to that for the authorisation of a European CCP, and foreign CCPs will also have to apply by September the 15th in order to continue serving European members. This is really a matter for the CCPs themselves and their supervisors to work through. We've been working very closely with the supervisors, the FSA and the Bank of England for many months now, and that will continue right through until 2014. So the message really is not to be too concerned. We'll continue business as usual. It'll be a seamless process between now and the time we're finally authorised.